Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you find me. I am Jenna Ross from Spiritually Savage, and I'm a card reader, channeler, medium, and spiritual guide coach. And it is late when I'm recording this now. We had a bad storm today, and I had technical difficulties and no internet and barely any power on and off. And so I wanted to do a reading though still and get it out for tomorrow. I'm not going to tend to do normal readings on the weekends, but I do want to did want to get one out because it is the new moon in Cancer tonight. So I did want to get something together and kind of show us where we're going with this new moon. This is the first new moon after all of the eclipse season, you know, all the eclipses that went on with all the shaking shit up and getting us, you know, into that grief mode and letting shit go and anger that needs to occur when we're letting shit go. So I want to jump right into it and see if the universe will give us some guidance on what this new moon is going to bring energy-wise, and let us know as we move in. As twin flames, we're moving into a new paradigm. In case you haven't noticed, the readings for twins have changed, and the direction has changed over the last couple of months, and we're going in a new direction. We're creating a new paradigm, and it is time for our soul missions to start. So I'm interested to see where this new moon is taking us. Messages from the universe for the people viewing for this new moon here in Cancer tonight. I like that one. Embracing enthusiasm. Ooh, let me see if I can turn the, can you see it? I know my light is kind of bright, but it is really dark in here, and so I'm trying to get a good angle on this light so that it won't be too dark, but you'll still be able to see everything. So embracing enthusiasm. You can't see it, but on the bottom it says, shout to the heavens with happiness. I love that. I think we are moving into a lighter energy, a happier time. We've gone through a lot as a collective, and we are right now cutting things off, and that's a very heavy grief and sad energy, and moving out of and letting go of the things that we thought we would have by this time period, or that we wanted, letting go of expectations, letting go of attachments to outcome. Right now we're taking shelter and kind of seeking the answers within. This is the Hermit energy. It's really understanding that we've searched for the answers on the outside, and right now we really have to look within and see what's within our integrity. We spoke so much the last couple of weeks about integrity and really lining up and letting everything in your life line up with what you really want. The problem is that we live our lives most of the time by societal expectations or our own expectations of what we've trained ourselves to think that we need or that we want. And so we have grief around those things. Like, you know, by 40, I wanted to be married and have my own house and have children and have a dog and, you know, live this picture perfect life. And I don't have some of those things. And, you know, and it's like, why did I not have some of those things? Did I not do all the work? Am I not working on myself? I think that a lot of times we think because we don't have exactly what we think we want or what our plan was, that we're doing something wrong and that we need to work on ourselves more because the universe won't give us those things. And the thing is that sometimes it's societal programming, and it's not even what we really want. It's not something that would make us happy. And the universe knows that about us. But we don't, and we try to force it, and we try to force it, and then sometimes we get those things, and it doesn't make us feel like we thought it would. So we enter into that grief process because there's this disillusionment about, I worked really hard and I got this, but now I don't care, or it's not making me happy, and I don't understand why. So right now we're seeking within, and we're finding sanctuary. We're opening up to our spiritual source and to our soul mission. We're opening up to what it is that Spirit wants for us, what our soul wants for us, what actually will make us happy, what actually is our dream life, instead of what we're societally programmed to believe our dream life is, or what we are, what we've told ourselves our dream life should be, or what we've told ourselves that we should be happy doing. A lot of us are in those circumstances and we're not happy at all. And so it's a grieving period of letting go of that. All right. That's the bad thing is that sometimes you work on something and you get in this and you're like, I'm almost there. And then you realize that you're working towards something that's never going to make you happy, and you are like, no, I'm going to stay the course because this is what I've worked on for 10 years. The other thing is it's like sometimes we get in these situations and we work for something in the future, Like, one of the things that I talked about with one of my clients yesterday was that she planned for the future with her spouse. I planned for the future. We had so many plans. And then their marriage fell apart, and these things will never come to fruition because they were working on the plans and not working on the relationship. And their relationship completely just fell apart, and now she has all these plans and they'll never happen. So, it's about really being honest with yourself and realizing what it is that you like and who you are. Like, who are you? What do you even like? Do you even know who you are? Like, have you been living on autopilot for so long that you have no idea? So let's see what this new moon in Cancer is bringing. Let's sweep out this heavy grief energy and see where we're headed into the end of into the middle here of July, and really kind of. All right. Six of Cups. Right now we're in that, but it's reversed. So right now we're in that. Stop. Right now. Stop. Dog is itching, shaking the whole area. Stop. Stop. All right, and so it's the Six of Cups, and it's reversed. So your Six of Cups is normally about nostalgia and things coming back from the past, but when it's reversed like this, it's living in the past. We are looking at what we have now and what we had in the past, and we're going, oh, and it's that grieving period. This is where we are right now. It's that grieving what we thought we'd have or what we did have and that we feel like we should have held on to, or that we wanted to hold on to, or the one that got away, or whatever it is. We're just holding on to it. And we're also holding on to the situations we're still in and not realizing that, realizing that it's never going to make us happy, but still like mourning the fact that we have to let it go. Like, why do I have to let it go? Can't I just stay in this even though it's not really what I want? I'm not terribly miserable. I'm just kind of phoning my life in, but this is going to hurt a lot of people and disrupt a lot of things. Like, why do I really have to do this? All right. Because it's not where you're supposed to be, and it's not where the person that you're holding up is supposed to be either. Can we please stop holding ourselves and other people up? And also, can we stop being afraid that what we're letting go of is going to be better than what is coming? We are never asked to let go of something to bring in something shittier. That's not the way it works. You're asked to let go of something because it's shittier than you realize, and something amazing is coming in. Okay, so right now you feel attacked. You feel attacked. You feel like you're defending yourself. You're having to, you're being misunderstood. You're not getting your point across because you're trying to tell the universe how you don't have to let this go. You're trying to tell your partner how you guys don't have to let this go. You're trying to tell your friends, no, it's not as bad as you think. I shouldn't let this go. Like, this is going to be hard and I'm going to be whiny about it. You're trying to tell yourself and talk yourself out of doing what your soul's already told you to do. But the thing is you're being asked to do it so you can avoid these towers. Okay? Crisis averted. That's what an upside down tower is. Crisis averted. So if you let go of it, the crisis is actually averted. You avoid the destruction. You avoid the hurt. There might be initial hurt, but you are avoiding the catastrophe and destroying this other person or the long-term relationship. You are speaking up and lining up with integrity so that you don't have to rebuild everything. Because once you stand up and speak in integrity, then at least you have some integrity. If somebody else comes in and has to do it all, then guess what? People are going to say, why the fuck didn't you say something? Why the fuck have you just been living in this and not said anything? Why didn't you speak up? All right? The next one, there's a lot of wands in this. The next one is your Five of Wands, and it's reversed too. Everything that I got was reversed except the Outcome card. And it's, this is your opportunity to collaborate and to move forward with solutions. Saying, okay, this relationship is not what it should be. And maybe, we should sign those divorce papers. Maybe we should move forward with this. This job is not what it should be. Maybe we can create a solution. You know what I mean? Maybe we can stop fighting amongst ourselves and create some solutions. There are going to be some misunderstandings. There are going to be some disagreements. And we need to just wave the white flag and say, okay, we already know this is a problem. Can't we create solutions? I don't want to talk about anything about anger or, anything that is still dredging this all up. I just want to talk about solutions. Okay, and that's what this is. This is your opportunity to collaborate and to really, really try to move forward in a productive way without destroying each other. That's why we're speaking up and avoiding this tower, so that we can collaborate, because otherwise it's not going to be great. We need to, again, the Outcome card is the King of Swords, which means we need to remove the emotion from the situation right now. Cut off things and people and circumstances and be kind of emotionless about it. It doesn't mean you don't feel those emotions. It just means right now you've got to put your head down and do the work. Do the action, no matter how bad it hurts you. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody's killed, like, in your life, they're just gone? Like something unexpected, car accident, victims of a crime, something like that. They're like there 1 minute and then the next minute they're just gone. My best friend was killed like that a little over 20 years ago. I spoke with him and then by that afternoon he was, gone. And he had been one of my best friends since about, third or fourth grade. And it was very emotional. It was turmoil. It was everything. But I was in college and I had to come home and, do the work. And by the way, my dad had passed away 3 weeks before. So I was still in that turmoil, but I just had to shut those emotions off and do what I needed to do to get through. And it became a checklist. I have to come home. I have to go to this funeral. I have to put on a brave face. I have to hold his sister's hands. I have to, and it became this checklist And I remember my other best friend said to me, after everything was over with and everything, we were walking into a convenience store right after the funeral and everything. And she said to me, "How are you? How are you really?" And I smiled at her and I said, "I'm falling apart." And she said, "That's what I figured, but you're doing amazing and putting on a brave face." And I said, "Let's just get home and then I'll just go to shit." And she was like, "That sounds great." But right now we're having to do this very cold checklist. This is what I need to do to get through and to cut people off, very emotionless. And I need to do these things just to get them done, and then I will go inwardly and deal with it. And that's what you need to do. You need to remove the emotion from it, because there's so much Cancerian emotion coming up right now, and we're gonna have to tame that back. It is going to be a lighter energy. As soon as you do what you need to do, it's not going to be as horrible as you think it is. So some of us are really just holding this process up, but we are in the time period of cutting things off and having things removed, because the universe just needs us to let go of certain things. The universe can't put new things in a seat that's already taken. Do you understand that? Like, if you already have a relationship in that seat, you can't have a better relationship. If you already have a job in that seat, you can't have a better opportunity. Sometimes we've got to clear out space. And that's physical space, intellectual space, mental space, psychological space, spiritual space. We got to get rid of the old energy and get something new so that water can flow. We're removing the rocks. We're breaking down the dam so water can flow again, because we're stagnant and we're stuck. And so we're doing that right now. We're creating movement. All right, that's what this Cancerian energy is right now. We're just creating movement, flow, watery. This is what we need to do. But right now, you need to just cut that off, do what you need to do, and then the water will start to flow. Right now, there is no flow. All right, so this is what we're creating. I'm going to make this reading short because it's night and I'm just trying to get it done and get it out there for you guys for the new moon. So let's enjoy the moon tonight. Charge your crystals, make your moon water, whatever it is that you do for rituals. And I will thank you for your subscribing and for your staying with me and for contributing to the page and for enjoying my channel and for sharing it. If you would like a private reading, the link is below in the description, and I would love to have you. Thank you. Have a great night.